Here is the news at 6. First, the highlights. Lagos State government spent over 8 billion naira on sponsorship of 143 festivals. President Tinubu, General Yakubu Gowon joined key dignitaries to mark ECOWAS' 50th anniversary with ceremonial card signing. On the foreign scene, Israeli Prime Minister claims country's military eliminates top Hamas commander Mohammed Sinwar. And in sports, Ogun State government condemns protest by athletes at ongoing national sports festival. Now the details. I am Akan Usen. Lagos State government has spent over 8 billion naira to sponsor 143 festivals in the last 1 year to promote creative arts and encourage more investors in the entertainment industry. Commissioner for Tourism, Arts and Culture, Toke Benson Awoyinka, who stated this at the ongoing ministerial press briefing at Alausa, said endorsement letters were also presented to 124 creative stakeholders to support their efforts in seeking sponsorship for their various initiatives. Benson Awoyinka noted that each initiative contributes significantly to cultural preservation, economic stimulation, job creation, tourism inflow, and global media visibility to brand Lagos as the creative capital of the country and one of the continent's most vibrant cultural destinations.
This robust investment reflects the ministry's unwavering commitment to positioning Lagos as the leading hub for arts, culture, entertainment in Africa. The supported initiatives span community festivals, cultural showcases, entertainment, events, fashion weeks, art exhibitions, industry engagements, youth empowerment platforms, and global tourism summits.
Benson Awoyinka said the ministry, in collaboration with the Ministry of Justice, is working on the regulation and formal registration of beach operators in the state to enhance safety, environmental sustainability, and service standards across the state's waterfronts. According to the commissioner, over 10,000 Lagos youths have been trained in industry-related disciplines, including filmmaking, production management, cinematography, digital media, to empower them and arrest youth restiveness as well as other social vices. Our correspondent Adiola Kindele reports that in the year under review, the J. Randall Center for Yoruba Culture and History and Freedom Park attracted over 50,000 visitors across festival days. In a bid to end tuberculosis, which is one of the most persistent and deadly infectious diseases, the Lagos State government, through the Office of the First Lady, has organized a tuberculosis health talk and awareness campaign. The awareness campaign commenced at the Agidingbi Junior Secondary School, Lagos. In a welcome address, wife of the Lagos State Governor, Ibijoke Sanwo-Olu, emphasized the need to communicate in all geopolitical zones, regardless of language barrier, to further spread the awareness of the disease, stressing that the initiative is in line with the International Children's Day to re-emphasize the importance of health and the fight against tuberculosis across the state.
Children are our future, and in line with the International Children's Day, it's important that we re-emphasize whatever we're talking or campaigning about. Health is everybody's concern and everybody's business, and we should be custodians of, making sure that we have a healthy nation, we hand over a healthy nation to our children. So bringing it to the school is one of our strategies and methodologies in ensuring that the campaign really goes down to the grassroots, encouraging the young ones out there that they too can be ambassadors of health issues.
Mrs. Sanwo-Olu further urged stakeholders, parents, guardians, teachers, market men and women to encourage children, students in understanding the signs and symptoms and the necessary measures to take in preventing the widespread of the disease. Also speaking, Tutor General And Permanent Secretary, Education District 6, Mojisola Yusuf, highlighted the awareness as a move to help keep students in school and encourage citizens to take their health issues seriously.
The awareness program is not just going to spread information to just the students, but to the entire population of Lagos State. And that will promote increase the number of work hours, and then, it will help our GDP. So I give it to the First Lady, Mrs. Ibijoke Sanwo-Olu, for this. God bless her. And I give it to Mr. Governor too for supporting the program.
She added that the initiative is also in line with the Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu's administration in ensuring a safer and healthier Lagos. The Lagos State Ministry of Basic and Secondary Education has commended the smooth conduct of the entrance examination known as screening tests for prospective students seeking admission into the state's model colleges and upgraded junior secondary schools. Speaking during the inspection exercise, Director, Lagos State Examinations Board, Adebayo Orunsolu, described the process as seamless, noting that candidates were able to log in and complete the test without technical hitches. According to him, the screening aims to assess whether pupils meet the merit requirements for placement in the state's model schools and upgraded junior secondary schools. Orunsolu, who stated the difference between the screening and the general junior secondary school placement exams, explained that the current exercise targets admission into 32 model colleges, which have more selective entry requirements. The Lagos State House of Assembly has commenced a comprehensive review of the state's budget performance for the last quarter of 2024 and the first quarter of 2025. Speaking during the review, Chairman, House Committee on Economic Planning and Budget, Saad Olumo, described the exercise as a routine oversight function mandated by the law. Olumo said the Assembly, under the leadership of the Speaker, Mudashiru Obasa, approved the review as part of its constitutional duty to monitor and scrutinize the financial activities of government agencies to enhance transparency, strengthen institutional accountability, and support effective governance in the state.
Lagos is the nerve center of this country. This year we are doing 3.346 trillion naira budget. Lagos have the potential to do over 10 trillion. But it's a gradual process. We are scratching it and we'll get there. And our performance for last year, we scored over 90% performance in terms of both recurrent and capital expenditure. The evidence abound in Lagos for you to see. There is no part of Lagos that you go that you don't see the government doing one thing or the other. You have the physical infrastructures wearing new looks.
Olumo said penalties exist under the state's financial regulation laws, stressing that any agency found culpable during the review will be sanctioned accordingly. He revealed that the Lagos State Independent Electoral Commission, LASIEC, which is preparing for the July 12, 2025 local government election, has assessed over 80% of its allocated funds and expressed confidence in its preparedness. In her presentation, Chairperson LASIEC, Retired Justice Omobolanle Okikeola Igili, affirmed the Commission's readiness, stating that all the 20 local government areas have been visited, adding that security agencies and relevant stakeholders have also been engaged ahead of the polls. Our correspondent Abiola Fagbolagun reports that during the sessions, ministries, departments and agencies, MDAs, were grilled on both capital and recurrent expenditure. And now to the rest of the stories. Former Nigerian head of state, General Yakubu Gowon, and President Bola Tinubu have joined key dignitaries to mark the 50th anniversary of ECOWAS with a ceremonial card signing. The symbolic event took place at the Nigerian Institute of International Affairs in Lagos, the same venue where the original ECOWAS treaty was signed back in 1975. General Gowon, the only surviving leader among the original signatories, was specially honored for his foundational role in championing regional unity across West Africa. Also present were the presidents of Liberia, Togo, and Guinea-Bissau, who jointly reaffirmed their nation's commitment to the ideals of ECOWAS in a formal declaration. The Senate has approved the 2025 statutory budget for the Federal Capital Territory, giving the green light to spend a total of 1.81 trillion naira in the coming fiscal year. The bill was passed after its third reading following a report presented by Senator Mohammed Ibrahim, who outlined the work of a joint committee that harmonized the budget across both chambers in line with the 1999 Constitution. According to the report, the entire budget will be funded through projected revenue for 2025. Breaking it down, 150 billion naira is earmarked for personnel costs, while overheads will take 352 billion naira. The bulk of the funds, over 1.3 trillion naira, will go to capital projects, making up more than 72% of the total, which brings the total recurrent spending, both salaries and overhead, to about 502 billion naira. Also, the Senate has moved a step closer to approving the 2025 budget for Rivers State as a bill authorizing the release of 1.48 trillion naira from the Consolidated Revenue Fund has passed its second reading. The bill, titled An Act to Authorize the Issue from the Consolidated Revenue Fund of Rivers State, was presented by Senate Leader Okpeyemi Bamidele during Tuesday's plenary session. Under the proposed spending plan, 120.8 billion naira is set aside for debt servicing, while 287.3 billion naira will go towards recurrent and non-debt expenditure. The bill will now proceed to the next stage for further legislative action. And now to foreign news. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu says the country's military has eliminated Mohammed Sinwar, a top Hamas commander and brother of the group's late leader, Yahya Sinwar. Mohammed Sinwar was reportedly killed in a major Israeli airstrike on May 13, targeting the European hospital area in Khan Yunis, southern Gaza. Israel claims the attack destroyed Hamas's underground infrastructure in the area. Gaza's Hamas-run civil defense says 28 people were killed in the strike. Meanwhile, Hamas has neither confirmed nor denied Sinwar's death. His brother, Yahya Sinwar, the alleged mastermind of the October 7 attacks on Israel, was killed by Israeli forces in October last year. And now sports. Ogun State government has expressed regret over a protest by some of its athletes at the ongoing National Sports Festival, citing delayed allowances. In a statement released by the governor's special advisor on media and strategy, Kayode Akimade, the state described the protest as unfortunate and out of line with Ogun's values and commitment to athlete welfare. Akimade said the athletes acted out of impatience, noting that all arrangements for payment had been finalized on Tuesday as planned. He assured that Governor Dakwa Abiodun remained committed to ensuring that no athlete representing Ogun is neglected or left unpaid. The government also highlighted the overall success of the state's hosting efforts, including the opening ceremony and Team Ogun's strong performance. And that's all for the news at 6. Just before we go, maintain adequate distance from the vehicle ahead of you to avoid collision. You can follow us and like all our various social media platforms on X at Traffic Radio 961, Facebook Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM, Instagram Lagos Traffic Radio 961. On YouTube, subscribe and watch us live on our channel Traffic Radio 961. You can also visit our website on www.trafficradio961.ng. Did you know that under the Sanwo-Olu administration, 18,000 teachers were trained under Eco Excel? You can get more details on the Lagos State government website. To end the news, here are the highlights of the major stories. Lagos State government has spent over 8 billion naira to sponsor 143 festivals in the last 1 year to promote creative arts and encourage more investors in the entertainment industry. Former Nigerian head of state General Yakubu Gowon and President Bola Tinubu have joined key dignitaries to mark the 50th anniversary of ECOWAS with a ceremonial card signing. We also told you that Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu said the country's military has eliminated Mohammed Sinwar, a top Hamas commander and brother of the group's late leader, Yahya Sinwar. And in sports, Ogun State government has expressed regret over a protest by some of its athletes at the ongoing National Sports Festival, citing delayed allowances. For contact with the newsroom, please send a message to info@trafficradio961.ng. And that ends the news broadcast compiled by Adirayo Idowolaya. I am Akan Usen. Thanks for listening and please stay safe.